What's up everyone, Joe Gray here today to answer 25 of the most frequently asked questions around setting up a home gym. I have lifted in this garage exclusively for the last decade alongside my wife and now my daughter. I have moderated the largest home gym community on the internet since 2018. I have lifted some rather large lifts in my garage in that time, as well as encouraged thousands of others to do the same in their own spaces. And all in that time frame helped countless and countless people make better and better decisions for their own space. And today I'm taking all of that experience and squishing it down in today's video to try and quick hit the 25 most frequently asked questions. Now, if you're familiar with some of my videos before, you probably know that I can go into great depths about just about any topic. Today I'm going to try and keep that a little lighter. If you want to go further, however, on any of the questions or anything that I answer today, in the description I will have links to additional videos, articles, and all kinds of stuff to help you find out more information, buy the right stuff, and all kinds of things. So make sure to check that out after the video. One quick note before we proceed, home gyms is a very broad term. So if you're looking to set up a gym that includes weights for the purpose of strength training, looking better naked, those kinds of things, you're in the right place. If you're not, I recommend you check out another channel because I don't want to waste your time. All right, let's hop in. Number one, what is a home gym? The simplest, the best answer I can give on this one is, it's whatever you want it to be. I absolutely love my home gym because over the last 10 years, I've been able to construct it and craft it and edit it and tweak it and add things and remove things and change stuff to fit who I am at that particular time, chase down my goals, my wife's goals, my daughter's goals, and make it a space that all of us can enjoy chasing down fitness and making that a part of our life consistently. Number two, why should I set up a home gym? Well, I think the number one reason for this is consistency. The beauty of a home gym tends to be that it can remove a lot of the barriers to consistency that a commercial gym has. You gotta get in your car, you gotta make your way there, you gotta pay regular monthly fees, you gotta warm up, you gotta change clothes, you gotta do all the different stuff. They're only open on certain days and at certain times and whatever it might be. A home gym is there, always accessible, always for you to fit in a workout no matter what your schedule looks like. Number three, what is the difference between a home gym and a garage gym? Basically, the answer is nothing. The term garage gym kind of started to gain traction at one point because home gym was a term used to describe something like a Bowflex unit. People would put a home gym in their house, as opposed to a garage gym was a little more hardcore, for lack of a better term. Number four, can a home gym replace a traditional gym membership? For the most part, the answer would be yes. But the reason I say for the most part is it depends on what you want out of your gym going experience. I myself prefer coming out here mostly by myself to get in a workout. I actually don't even listen to music 9 times out of 10. I'm just locked in and focused on doing what I'm doing. I really enjoy the weights and whatever I am experiencing. I like the fresh air from the garage door opened. I like hanging out with my dog out here, those kinds of things. That might not be for you. You might want classes and a group setting and a bunch of people to keep you accountable. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Fitness needs to be whatever it needs to be for you so you can be consistent and make it something that helps you achieve your goals. Number five, is a home gym suitable for beginners? Typically, my answer would be no. There's 2 reasons for that. So the first one, safety. If you've never lifted before, going to a place where people do know how to lift, maybe there's personal trainers or coaches that can watch you and help you and teach you those lifts for a certain length of time, can help you. And then is the purchasing piece to the puzzle. So Maybe you don't want to lift with a bar. Maybe you just want to lift with some kettlebells. Or maybe kettlebells are dumb and you want to lift with a trap bar or cables only or machines, right? You probably don't know until you've experienced a lot of those things. To try to experience a wide array of equipment at home can be very expensive. As opposed to going to a commercial gym, you could pay 30 bucks maybe for your first month membership. And in that first month, you could show up almost every day and try out every machine, every bar, every dumbbell, every piece of cardio equipment, and every class they offer, and then come out with an understanding as to what you want to do moving forward. Number 6 is how can I start a home gym on a budget? So when we're looking at a home gym, things can add up pretty quickly, especially if you try and replicate what some of us crazy people have. I've got thousands of dollars in cable attachments for no conceivable reason. So how can you start your home gym from scratch on a budget? Pretty obvious one. Buy with discount codes or wait for things to be on sale during Black Friday, July 4th, those kinds of things. Where I actually built a lot of my gym from in the early days was the used market. You can go out on, now the big one is Marketplace, it used to be Craigslist. Spend some time on Marketplace and you can pretty often, depending on your location, find some great deals. You're still gonna have to do some of the same research to find and make sure you don't buy a $50 bar for 50 bucks, but instead buy a $300 bar for 50 bucks. But that can be a great approach. A lot of times people are clearing out their garage, haven't used their equipment in a long time, and you can get a full gym at a discount. Number 7, how much space do I need for a home gym? Well, my first home gym took up almost no dedicated space. We shoved it in the corner. I had a 8-foot by 4-foot platform that had my rack on top of it, bar, bench, everything was stored right there. I still managed to park 2 cars in the garage, as well as have our standing freezer, washer, dryer, hot water heater, and a whole bunch of other stuff. If we're talking about only storage space, you can probably get by with about 50 square feet. If you're talking about using space, you probably want a little bit closer to about 100 square feet. Again, depends on what you have, what you want to do, and what you want to accomplish. But those are some pretty rough numbers and estimates that would allow you to get the job done. Number 8, how do I climate control my garage gym? So, meaning how do I cool it in the summer and how do I warm it up in the winter? Well, the first answer from a winter stance is dress in layers. Beanies, sweatshirts, those kinds of things are going to be your best friend. Insulation for the actual garage door, the walls, the ceiling are very important and help, as well as potentially exploring something like a small space heater, so something you can keep nearby that can warm you up. And then the flip one to that is the cooling. So for days that aren't absolutely atrocious, you can get by sometimes with just opening the garage door, setting up a fan, and keeping the air moving. We had a lot of 100-degree days here in California this last year, and I am currently looking at more insulation as well as maybe a mini split, which is a way to both cool and heat the space. Obviously, a garage is not set up the same way as a room in your house, so things have to work a bit differently. Number 9, how do I set up a home gym that is safe for my entire family to use? Make sure that things are stored away properly and securely. Anything that you have that can be pulled on, tipped over, anything like that, try and make sure it is secured to the wall in some fashion. For everything else, I would recommend simply having rules. If anyone is on the platform in the rack, nobody else is. So if I'm deadlifting or squatting or benching or anything like that, everyone else is way out there. The other one is that we do not talk to each other in the act of lifting. So we have conversations during rest periods and the whole deal, but when someone is actively lifting, now whether that is a set of dumbbell curls or a real heavy 1-rep max squat, no talking to that person. You let them focus on what they are doing so they can be safe. You can come up with your own rules in the same kind of way. It will depend on your space, whether you have kids or not, anything like that. Number 10, okay, we're getting into equipment. What essential pieces do I need to start a home gym? If you want to be a power lifter, there are some things you probably need as a power lifter. Certain bars, certain plates, racks, whatever it might be. If you want to lift just to, in general, be healthy, that looks quite a bit different. If you want to do CrossFit, if you want to do bodybuilding, whatever, you're going to need different things, different machines or lack thereof, different bars, different plate styles, whatever. Most people will recommend that the basics for a home gym are a rack, a bench, bar, and plates. Which takes us to our next question. Number 11, what barbell should I buy for my home gym? I would look to probably spend somewhere between 150 to that 250 range. I would not fret over the minor details, a millimeter here or a slight change of this there. Those will not make a huge difference in any realistic way for anyone other than very experienced and specific lifters. Bars from companies like Xmark or Rep Fitness, Living Fit, and Bells of Steel can all come in that realm and will have quality components, last and be built to handle very large lifts, will be coated properly for oxidation protection and all kinds of good stuff, and come with good warranties from companies who will be here for the test of time. All right, so that's the bar. Number 12 is what power rack should you buy? A rack can do more than just be lifted in. So you need to look at your space, again, what you want to accomplish with your home gym, where you want those things, how you want it to look, and make a good decision for you. Again, purchase a rack from a reputable company, try and find it on sale, and you'll probably be good. At some point, you may want to upgrade or change or whatever. Tackle those at a later date. Buy a rack, get lifting, you'll be happy. Number 13, do I need an adjustable bench? In general, I would say that most people can probably skip the flat bench unless if they plan to make flat benching a regular part of their existence, and instead focus on buying a good quality adjustable bench that does the things that they want. What is the difference between Olympic and standard weight plates? I got one of each right here for you. So this, you can see the hole is quite a bit bigger than that one. So this is an Olympic plate. It's got a 2-inch hole in the center here where the bar goes. And this is a standard plate, which has a 1-inch hole. That is the only real difference kind of on a surface level. The bigger piece to the puzzle here is that basically all equipment made now is meant for Olympic sized plates. I would only recommend standard plates for probably one reason, and that would be if you could get them really, really cheap on Marketplace to start using your gym. Only get it for cheap used, otherwise skip these, go with Olympic. Number 15, should I go with bumper plates or iron? At this point, I would probably recommend, unless if you plan to be a power lifter specifically, you go with bumper plates instead of iron. The price difference is negligible. These are going to look clean. They're going to protect your flooring. They're going to have less sound and all kinds of stuff. And in general, they're probably easier to pick decent bumpers than it is to pick decent iron at a good price. Number 16, what is the best piece of cardio equipment for a home gym? In my opinion, now this is skewed by the fact that I live in California where we have mostly good weather most of the time, I would prefer a bike. And I don't even mean an exercise bike, I mean like a regular bike. Something that I can go outside and ride around and get fresh air and sunlight and those kinds of things. Next up would be like a weighted vest that I can put on while I walk around, or rucking as people might call it. Walking my dog, those kinds of things. And number 3 would be chasing my daughter around the soccer field and basketball court. If you need a specific answer that has to be inside, maybe because you have bad weather and those kinds of things, the 3 items that I would look at personally would be 1, a good rower. So typically I would probably recommend a C2 rower, so Concept 2. Number 2 would be an air bike, so something like the Raptor from Fringe Sports or the Rogue Echo bike. are good options. And number 3 would be a ski erg. So from likely, again, concept 2, they take up very little space and they are a great way to get a lot of conditioning work in. Number 17, should I get adjustable dumbbells or a full set of dumbbells? Where adjustable dumbbells shine is typically in their ability to take up less space as dumbbells get bigger. So a set of adjustable dumbbells that goes like 5 to 50 isn't really that big of a deal because you can fit 5 to 50 pound dumbbells in a pretty small space without breaking the budget. Where adjustables shine is that 55 to 100 plus range. Those dumbbells cost a lot of money. They take up a lot of space. That's where adjustables make sense. So what I would say is that if you are a smaller athlete in general, assuming you have the space for a rack of any kind, I would probably recommend in that 5 to 50 range, you just stick with basic dumbbells. If you are a larger athlete or somebody who needs heavier dumbbells for maybe rows or something, I would recommend you potentially look at 5 to 50 in standard dumbbells for a lot of smaller exercises, quick adjustments, supersets, drop sets, warm-ups, those kinds of things. And then look at a good set of adjustables to go from 50 upwards. Number 18, what kind of flooring should I get for my home gym? Horse stall mats are the go-to recommendation and should probably still be for most people. They are fairly affordable. They are typically easy to acquire. Most people probably have a Tractor Supply or some type of horse feed place nearby that they can get them without having to pay for shipping. You might even be able to pick up some used ones from somebody who's getting rid of their home gym or whatever it might be. Horse stall mats are the way to go 9 times out of 10. Number 19, are the all-in-one home gyms a good idea? Historically, the answer was no. The all-in-one racks and machines and stuff were mostly trash. Today, that's a much different answer, and that I think they can be a valid piece that you can add to your space to add a lot of functionality. If the price is too good to be true, if you're spending $200 on an all-in-one brand new piece from Amazon, it's probably crap. Whereas you should probably be looking at about $1,000 or more for one of those pieces at minimum. So they're expensive because they got a lot going on and they're doing them right, as opposed to they've got a lot going on and they're doing it wrong. Number 20, how do I organize my home gym? Taking advantage of the wall to store things properly. Some people take advantage of the ceiling, if that makes sense for your space, and then getting as much up off of the ground and out of the way in other ways, like with a mass storage unit or stored on your rack or whatever it might be, is the other way to go about it. Number 21, how do I decorate my home gym? So the simplest upgrade for your space is going to be paint. It may sound a little crazy, but anyone who's ever painted a room a different color or even just given it a fresh coat of paint can tell you how much that changes the space. The sooner you do that in your home gym process, the better. That way you don't have to move a whole bunch of gym equipment and everything like that. The other one is you can put up some banners or flags, maybe of your favorite teams, your college, your country, whatever it might be. Amazon has a lot of good options there. And if you want to go custom on anything, whether it's stickers or decals or banners, flags, you name it, you can always go to a local place or hit up my dude Plate Snacks, who can customize anything and everything for you in your home gym. You can turn your plates into kiwis or wood or coffee. You can customize your dumbbells and your weight stacks and all kinds of good stuff. They sell the official Our Home Gym banner and much, much more. So start off simple with paint, organize the space correctly, and then add in some of the finer details as you choose that match your own aesthetic choices, wants, needs, the whole deal. 22, do I need insurance for my home gym? If you are running any kind of business out of your gym, then the simple answer is yes. If you are yourself lifting, if you have friends come over, family members, whatever, you should, and this is not legal advice, I am not a lawyer, you should be fine. If you were having friends over to play a game of basketball, you would not get additional insurance for that basketball hoop, for the basketball game, anything like that. So there is no need to add additional insurance for the sake of a home gym. Number 23, how do I maintain my home gym equipment? You're probably going to need something to clean the floors. It could be a mop, a rag, whatever it might be. I really enjoy our Bissell Shop Vac combo thing. It'll both mop and vacuum in one go, which is very helpful. So my go-to for all of the basic gym equipment maintenance and cleaning is going to be Barbell Rescue. You get a fully round barbell brush. You get a oil as well as a rag in their cleaning kit. And between those three pieces, you should be able to clean all of the moving parts, your barbells, everything in your space will be clean, shining, protected, the whole deal for all of eternity. 24, how/when should I upgrade my home gym? This is my power rack. It's been here for 10 years. It's the same rack. My bench is the same that I've had for years. My plates are actually from the 1980s. There's a lot of gym equipment that doesn't need to be upgraded. And then there's some stuff that you might decide to as you go. And I think that's the key piece, is you should look at what are your goals, what are you trying to accomplish with your home gym, and what are you not able to do to meet those goals today that you can solve with a upgrade or additional purchase. And the final question is, I've mentioned the concept of a reputable company a few times. So how can you know if a company is a reputable company or not? First and foremost, I would say you can ask. You can go on places like our home gym and ask, hey, is Rep a good company? Is Bells of Steel a good company? Is Rogue a good company to buy gym equipment from? Number two would be you can watch reviews and videos and read articles from some of the content creators in the space that maybe you like or trust or other people seem to like or trust. Typically, we only review and demo products from companies that we actually approve of. So that's typically a stamp of approval. Number three is, if you just want the easy one, you go to my discount code page where I have discount codes and links for all the companies that I work with and I approve of. There is no company on there that makes something that I wouldn't put in my own space or send to a friend or family member. I have been offered a number of discount codes and affiliate links and all kinds of things over the years that I have said, no thank you, and moved on. So that list is only of people that I approve of. So you can use that list, save yourself some cash, know you're buying from a good company, and help me out as well. And with that, we have successfully answered every question related to a home gym ever, and there is no need to watch, read, or check out any additional YouTube videos or articles on home gyms. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, so as I mentioned, I've got links in the description for all kinds of follow-up stuff on these topics and more. If you yourself are watching this and you already own a home gym and have owned one for a while, if you've got a different opinion or answer to some of the questions I answered today, drop that in the comments below. If you have another question that comes up regularly that I didn't answer, feel free to add that as well. Whatever it might be, I want to make sure whoever watches this gets the most help and support that they can. That'll also let them know that they can check out your channel to get more help. And of course, if you liked the video, if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, if you want to check out more of my reviews and different things that are coming up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll be back with more home gym awesomeness for our review very soon. Peace.